So hello students. Now in today's video we will be discussing how to delete a node from a doubly linked list. We have already seen traversing a doubly linked list and how to insert a node in a doubly linked list. So now let us discuss deleting a node from doubly linked list. Now in order to delete a node from a doubly linked list, the steps are similar to the deletion that we have discussed in a single linked list. So overall the overall steps are same, but only difference is that when we remove a node, how do we make adjustment to the existing linked list, or how do we reassign some pointer field. That is what the main difference is. Otherwise the overall steps are same. So if you recall that what are the steps needed. First, in step 1, check for underflow condition. Now what is this underflow condition? Now we have to ensure that whether the linked list is empty or not, if there is some at least one node is available or not. So if there are no nodes, then definitely we cannot delete anything, and in that case the deletion will fail. So how do we ensure that this underflow condition, underflow situation does not occur? Now if the list is empty, if the linked list contains no nodes, then definitely the pointer variable, see in double A linked list there are two pointer variable, one points to the first node, another pointer variable is used to points to the last node. Now when the list is empty, both of them should be null. So we will say if head is a pointer variable which is used to point the first node. So if head equals null, or we can say, or we can write if tail equals null, then this is the situation for underflow. So then underflow has occurred, hence deletion will fail. So in that case deletion will not occur. So when we write algorithm, we have to, in the first step we have to check if the variable head is null or not, or we can check if variable tail is null or not. Okay, if when both of them are null, that list is empty, so we cannot delete. Okay, now in the second step, this is step 1. In the second step will follow only when these conditions are false. Head is not null as well as tail is not null. So only that means the underflow condition, when underflow does not occur, then only we can proceed to the second step. So second step will follow if there is no underflow, then what we shall do. Now in the second step we shall reach to the node that we want to remove and let its address is ptr. So ptr is a pointer variable, okay, where we will store the address of the node that we want to remove, and for that purpose we may have to perform some kind of traversal. Okay, so how can we get this address, get the address of a particular node in ptr? So let me explain. There are three alternate cases. So we can remove a node from beginning. This is case 1. Case 2 is we can remove a node from the end, or number 3, we can remove any node from a position P. The position is P. So maybe second node, maybe third node, and maybe fourth node. So whatever the case, you have to reach to the appropriate node. Okay. So for example, let me explain it with a diagram. Now suppose this is my doubly linked list. Okay. So first node address is 100. This is second node, its address is 200. Third node address is 300, and this is fourth node, which is the last node, and its address is 400. Every node has two pointer fields. See, one info field. These info fields contains for the first node A, this is B, this is C, this is D. These are the info field, but every node has two pointer field. One is previous pointer. The first one is previous pointer field, and the second one is known as next. So first one pointing to the previous node, second one pointing to the next node. Now since this is the first node, its previous field contains 0, or you can call it null. Okay. And since this is the last node, this one, whose address is 400, its next field contains 0 or null. Okay. And all other nodes contain some addresses. Now suppose we want to remove the first node. Now how can I get the address of the first node? Now address of the first node is in head. Okay. So to reach first node, suppose I want to delete the first node, I have to reach to the first node, and to reach the first node I can simply set ptr equal to head. Okay. So once I set ptr equal to head, I can say I have already reached to the first node. Then I will try to remove this node in the step 3. Okay. Okay, this is my step 2. Our objective is, if there is no underflow, we shall reach to the node that we want to. See, if there is no underflow, then we shall reach to the node that we want to remove, and let its address is ptr. So there are 3 cases. We can remove the node from the beginning, we can remove the node from the end. So if we are trying to remove the node from the first, we will say ptr equal to head, so that we can reach to the first node. Or to reach last node, so what we have to do, we can set ptr equal to tail. So if I write, see, this is my last node and its address is available in the pointer variable tail. So now suppose I want to remove this last node, I can simply set ptr equal to tail. So I have already reached, so I will say I have reached to the last node. Then I can just remove this last node, and how I will remove it, that will be explained in step 3 of removal algorithm. Okay. Now to reach at position P. Suppose this is my position and I want to reach to a particular node which is at a P position. P position means, let us assume that value of P is 3. Okay. Let us let P equal to 3. Now if I want to reach at P, means I have to reach to the third node. So how can I get address of this third node in a variable ptr? So for that purpose, I need to perform a traversing. Okay, from first, or I can traverse from the reversion. So let me, for simplicity, let us traverse from the beginning. So I can write ptr equal to start or head. So in ptr, the address of first node is available now. Then I can set a counter variable equal to 1. Then I can use a loop that while count not equal to P. So means while counter variable not equal to position, I will perform ptr equal to ptr of next, and I will increase count plus plus. So when this loop will continue, definitely after that loop terminates, the variable ptr will contain address of the third node. So these are the 3 different cases by which I can get address of the node in the variable ptr. Okay, the address of the node that I want to remove. Okay, so once I get this address, then what? Then we shall perform step 3. Now we shall perform step 3. So in step 1, of my deletion, I will check for underflow, and if there is underflow, I will terminate. I will not perform any deletion. In step 2, I have to check the cases that whether I am interested to delete the first node, or I am interested to delete the last node, or I am interested to delete a node from a particular position which is neither beginning neither end. Okay, so depending upon the different cases, I have to reach to that node which I want to remove, and I will store its address in the variable, in the pointer variable ptr. Okay, and in step 3, what I will do, I will set means I will set a temporary item, a temporary variable item as ptr of info. So this is required because after deletion I must inform that which item or the node that is removed contains what data item. Okay, what is the item that was present in the node that which I have removed, or which is removed after deletion. Okay, so to know that, I will do this particular operation, and then after doing this operation, perform necessary changes to some pointer fields to remove ptr from linked list. So once I get to that particular node, then in step 3 I have to perform some necessary changes to some of the pointer field so that the node will get removed from the linked list. Okay, so how I can achieve this? Let me explain you with the same diagram. Okay, now suppose I want to remove a node from the beginning. Okay, so if I want to remove a node from the beginning, let me explain that. This is my head. Head contains the address of a node which is 100. So this is my node whose address is 100, and now data stored in this block is A, and its previous part is 0, and let's say in the next part there is 200. Okay, so the second node, this is my second node, okay, whose address is 200. Data stored in second node is B. In the previous pointer of the second node we have 100, so it points to this node, and the next part contains 300, so this one points to some other node. Okay, these are the node I don't need. So I want to remove the first node, so I have to remove this one. How can I remove? See, let us assume ptr is equals to 100. So how I can set ptr equal to 100? Once, see, I told you, in order to visit to the first node, I can write ptr equal to head. If I write ptr equal to head, then definitely the value of ptr will become 100. Now what? I have to remove this node. I have to break this link. So how can I achieve this? See, once I remove this node, the second node will become my head, or second node will become my starting node. So in the previous pointer of the second node, see this here, I should store a value null. This value should be null, and other than this, since this will be my first node, the pointer variable head, which is right now pointing to 100, now pointer variable head should contains address of the second node. And what is the address of second node? That is 200. So only two changes I need. I have to change previous pointer of this second node, and I have to change address of head, a head pointer. Okay, the value which is stored in head. So how can I do that? So now ptr is equals to 100. Okay, so what changes I need to perform? Let me explain that. Simply I can write head equals, so this is head. In head I will store ptr of next. So what is ptr? 100. Okay, this is 100. What is stored in next field of 100, block address 100? The value stored here is 200. So this will give me 200, and 200 will be stored in head, but not there. Now we have to change. Now head becomes how much? Now head becomes, after this head became 200. Okay, now this one. Now its previous field should be null. So now I will write head of previous equals to null. So if I simply write these two statements, then the first node will be removed. Okay. Now suppose I want to remove the last node. Okay, the case 2. Clear? Now when I want to, suppose this is my third node, and let's say this is my last node. Okay, this is my last node. So the value stored here is tail. Tail will point the address to of the last node. Okay, and the link part of the last node contains 0 or null, and this one points to the second last node. Okay, let's say this is 300 and this is 400. Okay, and data stored is 300 here. So this 300 will point to this node. Now if I have to remove this, so let us assume right now ptr is 400. Okay, I am giving you the second case where I have to remove the last node. So I have to remove this node, the last node. So what shall I do? What changes I need to perform? See, after deleting this, the second last will become my tail. So this second last node will become my last node. So its address should be stored in tail. Okay, so how can I update this? I can simply write tail equals ptr of previous. See, tail equals ptr of previous. So this is currently, this is my ptr because I have to remove this. Its previous part contains 300. So address of this node. So I update this and store it in tail. So tail now becomes pointing to this third node. Now one more thing, tail of next. Now since this one will be my last node after removing its next field, which right now should contain address of 400, address 400. Now this should contain 0. So next equal to null. So marks the difference. These two lines must be written if you want to remove the first node, and these two lines must be written if you want to remove the last node. Now what about removing a particular node? Now suppose I want to remove the third node. Okay, and by somehow I have reached to the third node. Okay, let me draw a different diagram. Okay, now suppose this is head is 100, data is A, this is 0, this is 200. Now B, it points to 100, it points to 300. Now C, its points previous is 200 and next is 400, and this is my last node 400. Now I want to remove third node. Let us assume I have to remove third node. So if I want to remove third node, by doing some kind of traversing, I can reach to the third node. So my ptr will become 300. So how ptr becomes 300? From the starting node, I have to perform a traversal and I reach here. Now after this ptr is 300. Okay, so now ptr points to third node. What changes I need to conduct in order to remove this third node from the list? So see, if I remove this node from the list, the second node will now point to last node. Okay, so once this block will be removed, second node should point to the last node. So how do second node will point to the last node? The next part of the second node, which is right now, is 300. Now this value should be changed. Okay, and also I have to change the previous pointer of the last node. So previous of this should be changed and next of this should be changed. So how can I refer? So my objective is I have to change 200 arrow mark next part of the node whose location is 200. This value should be updated, and I have to change previous 400. So previous part of the node, I have to change previous part of the node whose address is 400. Now before that I must get 200, I must get 400. So how can I write 200 and 400? See, right now PTR is 300. So these two statements must be rewritten like this. I have to write now PTR means 300. Its previous field, PTR of previous. What is PTR of previous? 200. So I got 200. Then its next field, PTR of previous, and then from previous I will move to next. So PTR of previous is 200, and next of 200 should be assigned with how much? 400. So 400 means now this 400 value here I have to assign 400. So how can I get 400? The 400 is stored in the next of PTR. Okay. So I should write PTR of next. Okay. So these are the two statements. Okay, I have to write. See, I am writing this once again. Okay, you carefully observe this diagram, and then I will write here. See, PTR of previous whole refer to the next. So first I will move to the previous, and then I am pointing to its next, and its next part should contain PTR of next. So right now what is PTR is 300, and what is the value stored in next of PTR? In next of PTR the value stored is 400. So this value will be 400, and this 400 will be assigned in which location? In the next means this is the field. In the next field of PTR of previous. In the next field of PTR of previous. Now this is PTR. Next field of PTR previous means this field. This is the next field of PTR previous. PTR previous means this one. Its next field 400 will be assigned. Now, so this value is changed now 400. Now I have to change previous field of PTR next. So how can I write it? PTR next. So what is PTR? 300. Its next is 400, and 400's previous field. Previous field of PTR next should be made 200. So previous field of PTR next should be PTR of previous. PTR of previous, because PTR of previous is 200. So now this will be 200. Okay. Now this address will be 200. So after I perform these two operations, this one will point to this, and this next field will point to this. Now this link will be broken. So this is the changes that I need to conduct while deleting a node from doubly linked list. Okay. And finally, after, see, I am discussing the step 3. Finally, after I will perform necessary changes, I will have to release memory space of PTR. So this PTR must be destroyed from the memory by using free operator. Okay, we will use it in our algorithm. Is that clear, guys? So release memory space of PTR, or you can call it free PTR. Okay, or we can say free PTR. So PTR must be freed. Okay, so this is the steps, or these are the steps that is conducted to delete a node from a doubly linked list. Okay guys, hope you understand. In our next video we will discuss the algorithm. These are the steps I have explained, and now we will discuss algorithm in our next video. Okay, since there are 3 different cases, we will perform 3 different algorithms. Till then, thank you.